Good art is beautiful, inspiring, and deeply philosophical. Here are some of the most intriguing art sculptures created in the modern day. Mustangs. Wild horses running freely in the pond. This beautiful display was created by Robert Glenn and is based in Las Colinas, Texas, America. Even the water is portrayed to fulfill the illusion that the horses are really moving. People of the River by Chong Fa Chiong. People of the River is a depiction of 5 children who are about to jump into the river, reflecting the history of the area and the people who live nearby. This is in Singapore and is a very popular tourist point. Iguana Park. These iguana sculptures are in Amsterdam, Netherlands. They were made by the creative artist Hans van Houwelingen and placed around randomly in the Iguana Park. Cattle Drive. The Cattle Drive is in the Pioneer Plaza, Dallas, Texas, USA. It depicts the cattle drives that took place on the Shawnee Trail, resembling their natural habitat of the early 19th century. Ironically realistic looking, the melting ice cream truck won Orist Q1 $30,000 in 2006. It is constructed with steel, limestone and sandstone. You can find it at Tamarama Beach, Australia. Emergence. Sayaka Kajita Gans created this sculpture of a beautiful black horse galloping in the wild with nothing but discarded objects like plastic, metal and toys that she picked from the trash. The Unknown Official. This sculpture is a memorial to an unknown official in Reykjavik, Iceland. It was built by Magnus Thomasson in 1994 and was created to show appreciation for all the efforts of the officials in Iceland. Mammon. This creature is one of the best works by the artist Luce Bourgeois. The 30-feet giant spider can be found in the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, Spain. Device to root out evil. Based in Harbour Green Park, Cole Harbour, Vancouver, Dennis Oppenheim made a device that is not only amazing to look at, but also roots out any evil in the surroundings. It's supposed to be an upside-down church balanced by an unknown yet powerful source. Self. Mark Quinn's signature piece took him 5 months to create. It's made from Quinn's own blood. The art consists of 9 pints of his blood, which is frozen in the shape of a head. Crack the Whip. In Sunset Hills Cemetery, J. Seward Johnson created this sculpture. It shows children who are playing and having fun. It reminds the visitor about how life started and where it ends. The Shark. A radio host in the UK placed the sculpture of a shark on his rooftop. He did this to protest things that intrude in our lives without our consent. He went to high lengths to keep the sculpture, fighting the local council for 15 years. But in 1992, art won over legal matter, and it finally became legal for it to stay. The Monument of an Anonymous Passerby. Wrocław, Poland, is where you can find these sculptures called the Monument of an Anonymous Passerby. This art is inspired by a very significant event in the history of Wrocław. Salmon Sculpture. Salmon sculpture is created on the wall of a building in such a way that it seems as if an actual fish is stuck in it. It can be found in Portland, Oregon, USA. The Awakening. J. Seward Johnson created this statue at the National Harbor in Prince George's County, Maryland. It creates an illusion of a 100-foot giant trying to escape from the ground. The Shoes on the Danube Bank by Can Togay and Gyula Power. In Budapest, Hungary, you will find all these shoes on the east bank of the Danube River. These shoes are sculptured made by the film directors Can Togay and Gyula Power. The Knotted Gun. A gun with a knotted end so that it cannot kill people. similar to the philosophy behind this artwork, is situated in Turtle Bay, New York. Break Through from Your Mold. Break Through from Your Mold was created by Zenos Fridakis and is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA. It shows how a man tries to break through his limits and boundaries to be free and alive. Black Ghost. The Black Ghost can be found in Klaipėda, Lithuania. It's a very spooky bronze sculpture of a man creeping out of the river with a lantern in his hand. Les Voyagers. Les Voyagers was created by a man named Bruno Catalano in Marseille, France. Voyagers means travelers in French, and Bruno Catalano was so inspired by people traveling that he has created several such sculptures of men and women carrying baggage going somewhere. Nelson Mandela. Inspired by the life and works of the one and only Nelson Mandela, this artwork is a combination of vertical lines that depict the image of the man himself. Devar Capone. This artwork shows true-size sculptures of men and is located in Brussels, Belgium. It's a misleading sight of a man coming out of a sewer and grabbing another man's foot to make him trip over. This public display is a great reminder to watch your step. What you see might not be real. This statue in Beijing, China was created by Chen Wenling. The bull is supposed to represent Wall Street, and the smoke coming out of its rear signifies that it is moving past greediness and charging into the devil. Hippo Sculptures. These hippo sculptures are found in Taipei, Taiwan. It seems as if a family of hippos is swimming in the ground of this tourist attraction park. Sinking Building outside State Liberty. This elusive sculpture is located outside State Library in Melbourne, Australia. It tries to attract tourists with this captivating sight of a library building sinking into the ground. American merchant Marina's Memorial. This sculpture is a memorial of real-life events that happened during World War II. A Nazi U-boat attacked an American marine vessel and took pictures of the event. This is based on one of those pictures. It's situated in the west part of Battery Park in New York. Man at Work. This sculpture is in Bratislava, Slovakia. It's translated to The Watcher, and rumour has it he is a happy communist-era worker who is not bothered by the work he is supposed to be doing. Mihai Eminescu. This sculpture is of a Romanian poet, novelist and journalist, Mihai Eminescu. It lies on Mihai Eminescu Boulevard, Onesti, Romania. It was built as a memorial to his contributions to romantic poetry. A scene from the World War with real-size statues. This sculpture is the representation of World War I's battlefields. It shows a disturbing war zone scene with actual life-size soldiers. You can find it in Ikyabat, Turkey. Man Hanging Out. This sculpture was made by artist David Cerny in 1996 and is situated in Prague, Czech Republic. It's a sculpture of a born and raised Prague citizen, psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud, facing his biggest phobia, death. Hold on or let go. Kelpies. This is the sculpture of two 30-metre-high horses. They were created by artist Andy Scott in Grangemouth, UK, in a parkland project to connect around 16 communities in the Falkirk Council area. Scotland also has a heritage with high use of horses. A Day Out. This sculpture by artist Marguerite Dericourt shows four pigs playing around, looking for food, searching the trash can, and just having a day out. It's in Adelaide, Australia. Horizons. The Horizons was created by Neil Dawson and can be seen at The Farm, which is a privately owned land full of art in New Zealand. The cartoonish sculpture looks like a fallen napkin. Larger Than Life. The giant woman bathing sculpture Hamburg's Ulster Lake has placed this 12-foot tall sculpture for the purpose of creating a conversation starter in Germany, and boy, people are talking. It has caught the attention of many tourists, and they even rent rowing boats to get closer to the bathing sculpture. This masterpiece was the creation of Oliver Voss, who wanted to show the relation between Hamburg's people and its lake in the funniest way possible.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.